I am a naked mole rat. Hello, everyone. I'm the star of today's show, a naked mole rat named Glory. We naked mole rats also have a cute nickname, Sand Puppy. Sure, we might look a little unusual, but our lifestyle and abilities are nothing short of extraordinary. Now, let me take you on a journey to discover the fascinating world of naked mole rats. My story takes place in Eastern Africa, in Kenya, where lies a little-known yet truly magical nature reserve, Meru National Park. Unlike the more famous parks in Kenya, Meru National Park maintains a serene and understated charm, thanks to its remote location and challenging access. This tranquil atmosphere makes it an ideal haven for wildlife, serving as a secret sanctuary for many mysterious creatures. From above, this area reveals a fascinating landscape shaped by ancient volcanoes and craters. Upon closer inspection, you'll notice countless fist-sized mini-craters scattered across the terrain. Even more astonishing, these tiny volcanoes occasionally erupt, but instead of spewing molten lava, they release soft, loose soil. Look closely. What's that? A peculiar little creature. Resembling a pink sausage pokes its head out of the ground. Its body is smooth and pale pink, covered with fine wrinkles, and completely hairless. Its tiny eyes are nearly invisible, but a pair of oversized front teeth stand out prominently. It turns out to be a busy naked mole rat, hard at work digging its tunnel. Beneath the vast African savanna lies a mysterious and bustling kingdom of naked mole rats, my home. This underground world is a labyrinth of interconnected tunnels and chambers, home to nearly 300 naked mole rats. Our expansive dwelling spans an area large enough to cover 12 football fields. Yet only we, the diligent residents, truly understand the intricate network of tunnels. It's March in Kenya, and the rainy season has created the perfect conditions for us naked mole rats. The softened soil makes digging much easier, while underground tubers and roots are beginning to thrive. This is the ideal time for our family to expand our tunnels, extend our territory, and stockpile food. During this season of abundant life, the queen of our colony works to grow her underground empire, welcoming new members with each litter of baby naked mole rats she brings into the world. Although we naked mole rats are mammals, we are one of the few in the animal kingdom to exhibit eusociality, a trait more commonly associated with bees and ants. Our social structure is highly organized, with strict division of labor and remarkable cooperation. At the center of our colony is a single female queen, the only member capable of reproduction. She mates with 1 to 3 male consorts to produce the next generation. The rest of the colony, made up almost entirely of the queen's offspring, does not reproduce. Instead, they take on specialized roles. Some dig tunnels and store food, while others defend the nest, ensuring the stability and prosperity of our underground kingdom. The birth of a super naked mole rat. Today is a day of celebration in the naked mole rat kingdom. 10 new members have joined us. These tiny pink newcomers are yet another fruitful achievement of our queen, marking a new chapter of prosperity for our family. Among these newborns, there's one especially unique little one. That's me, Glory. Psst, here's a secret. I'm actually a girl. From this moment, my brand new journey begins. Right now, I might seem rather unremarkable. I'm no bigger than a bean. My eyes are tightly shut. My teeth haven't even come in yet. And I'm weak and helpless, snuggled up close to the queen, like all naked mole rat babies. I rely entirely on the queen's nutrient-rich milk to survive. These nursing days, which will last for about 4 weeks, are a critical time for my growth and development. At 4 weeks old, we reach the first major turning point in our lives. Weaning. After weaning, the young mole rats, including me, Glory, are cared for by the other adult members of the kingdom. It's during this time that we engage in a behavior that may seem strange but is incredibly important: consuming the feces of adult mole rats. This isn't some bizarre habit, but a clever way to acquire the special bacteria found in the adult's digestive systems. These bacteria are essential for helping us break down the tough roots and tubers that make up the mainstay of our diet, allowing our digestive systems to develop properly. Did you know? We're not alone in this behavior. Many other animals' young exhibit similar habits, including rabbits, guinea pigs, elephants, hippos, and even baby koalas. They too rely on this method to acquire critical gut bacteria needed to digest plant-based foods. So, while it might sound a bit gross, this unique and instinctive behavior is a smart and necessary step for us to grow strong and thrive in our environment. Although we're called naked mole rats and have the word rat in our name, we're not actually related to mice or rats. While our prominent teeth and digging habits might remind you of rodents, we're actually more closely related to guinea pigs. In fact, we even share a common ancestor with them. Unlike mice, which are highly adaptable and roam freely in various environments, we naked mole rats are true cave dwellers. We spend our entire lives in the intricate underground mazes of our colonies. And here's another unique twist: even though we're mammals, we're cold-blooded. That means our body temperature changes with the surrounding environment, which is highly unusual for mammals. When the temperature in our tunnels drops below 28 degrees Celsius, 82.4 degrees Fahrenheit, we have a few clever strategies to stay warm. Huddle together. We snuggle up, just like ants building a nest, to share body heat. Relocate. We move to deeper, warmer parts of the tunnel system. Go low metabolism. We reduce activity, entering an energy-saving mode to conserve energy. On the other hand, when the temperature rises above 32 degrees Celsius, 89.6 degrees Fahrenheit, we switch to cooling tactics. Spread out. We avoid contact with each other to minimize heat transfer. Move to cooler spots. We retreat to tunnel areas with lower temperatures. Rapid heat dissipation. Our hairless skin helps us release heat quickly. These unique adaptations allow us, the naked mole rats, to thrive in the harsh, dry underground environments of Africa. We may be small and unassuming, but the survival skills nature has gifted us are truly one of a kind. Emerging superpower, master of dark navigation. Under the attentive care of the queen and other adult naked mole rats, my siblings and I are slowly growing up. We've started nibbling on plant roots and tubers, and our bodies are beginning to sprout sparse hairs. Bit by bit, I've learned to crawl through the tunnels. My eyes, once tightly shut, are gradually opening, and I'm becoming more active, curious to explore every corner of our underground world. Of course, playtime is important, but I can't let it distract me from learning. This big family doesn't support freeloaders after all. All right, enough fun. Time to get serious. Today, I'm shadowing the experienced adults to learn the ropes, getting familiar with our family's vast territory and understanding the intricacies of this labyrinth like underground castle. Let the lessons begin. I am bursting with excitement. I cannot stop using my front teeth to nibble gently here, or brushing my whiskers against every surface there. Every inch of the tunnel's feet like an entirely new world, whispering stories of my family's rich history and filling the air with a sense of adventure. But as I am lost in the joy of exploration, I fail to notice something important. I have wandered away from my companions. The moment I realize I am all alone, my joy evaporates, replaced by an overwhelming sense of fear. Panic sets in, and I spin around in confusion, desperately trying to catch a familiar scent or hear a comforting sound. But the tunnels are silent. Only the faint sound of my footsteps echoes against the walls. I call out weakly, my tiny voice reverberating in the emptiness like a lost bird's cry. The desolation is unbearable. Fear and despair overwhelm me as I cry my heart out, my tiny body shaking with sobs, until exhaustion finally claims me, and I fall into a deep, troubled sleep. When I wake up again, I feel much calmer. I realize that if I want to reunite with the group, I can only rely on myself. What am I waiting for? Now is the time. I spring into action immediately. I rub my tiny eyes, almost hidden by folds of skin, which are nearly blind and can only detect faint changes in light. But this small challenge doesn't shake my determination in the slightest. As a future super naked mole rat, how can I let a minor setback defeat me? My body is built for survival. My whiskers and sparse body hairs act like sensitive radar antennas, detecting even the slightest changes in the tunnel walls. My nose is incredibly sharp, picking up the faint scent trails left behind by my companions to guide me. And my ears, like seismic sensors, pick up distant sounds and tiny vibrations from the ground, allowing me to map my surroundings with auditory vision. With these gifts, I try, adjust, and try again, over and over. Finally, in less than half a day, I succeed in finding my group. Without even pausing for a break, I excitedly rejoin them, ready to continue our lessons together. New superpowers, extraordinary regeneration, and extreme survival. Today marks the beginning of a new lesson, digging tunnels and expanding our territory. As we, the naked mole rats born this rainy season, grow bigger, the colony needs more living space and larger storage rooms for food. It's time to expand with new chambers and storage areas. The worker mole rats, responsible for digging, first inspect the soil to identify suitable areas for construction. Once a location is chosen, the real work begins. Using their powerful teeth, they chip away at the hard soil, breaking it into smaller pieces. Then, with gentle headbutts, they push the loose soil backward. Their front paws come into play next, pushing the soil down the tunnel. Behind them, the transport crew forms an efficient assembly line, passing the dirt along until it's deposited at the tunnel's end, or at the surface in designated disposal zones. Once the digging is complete, the walls of the new tunnel are carefully smoothed to prevent loose soil and cave-ins. I eagerly follow my mentors, learning as I go, and enthusiastically dig alongside them. Even when sharp stones scratch my skin or my tiny body feels utterly exhausted, I persevere, finding immense joy in the work. To me, digging is one of life's greatest pleasures. If I could, I would dig tunnels every single day. However, only when I grow older will the Queen assign me my official tasks and determine my future role in the colony. Perhaps I will become an outstanding excavation leader, a steadfast defender of the nest, or even a mentor for young mole rats, passing on the secrets of tunnel engineering to the next generation. For now, my most important job is to be a diligent student. At this moment, heavy rain pours relentlessly over Meru National Park in Kenya. The ongoing rainy season and this sudden downpour have turned the already soft soil into a muddy, waterlogged mess. Today, the newly constructed tunnel lies in a low-lying area, and rainwater begins pouring into the nest, relentlessly eroding the freshly reinforced tunnel walls. Under the force of the rushing water, the walls start to weaken and crumble. Suddenly, with a thunderous crash, the tunnel ahead collapses, burying the mole rats at the front under a wave of soil before they can escape. I, positioned further back, sense the commotion and immediately turn around, desperately trying to flee to the deeper chambers of our underground palace. But the collapse spreads too quickly, and I too am engulfed by the falling soil, trapped and unable to move. The world plunges into darkness and silence. Deep within the underground palace, the queen receives the devastating news. Without hesitation, she summons the entire colony and issues an emergency order. All mole rats near the disaster zone must begin rescue efforts immediately. Every mole rat springs into action, furiously digging with their front paws and gnawing away at the collapsed soil with their teeth. After hours of relentless effort, the blocked tunnel is finally cleared. One by one, the buried mole rats are rescued, each one brought back to life. Among the survivors is me. Glory. You must be wondering, how did none of us naked mole rats perish in such a severe tunnel collapse? The answer lies in our incredible survival skills, finely honed by nature. During the accident, near the surface, mole rats close to the surface were only partially buried, allowing them to breathe freely while waiting for rescue. Deeper underground, mole rats like me, completely buried in the rear tunnels, were fortunate because the soil covering us remained loose and aerated, not yet soaked by rainwater. But the real key to our survival is our extraordinary resistance to low oxygen levels. While humans would likely suffocate within 10 minutes in such conditions, we naked mole rats can survive for at least 5 hours without any oxygen. This superpower bought precious time for the rescue efforts, allowing me and my companions to be saved. This remarkable ability is thanks to the unique design of our bodies. Low metabolism mode. We can quickly lower our metabolic rate to reduce oxygen demand. Fructose metabolism. Unlike most mammals, we avoid dangerous lactic acid buildup in low oxygen conditions by using fructose instead of glucose for energy. Specialized blood. Our hemoglobin has an exceptionally high affinity for oxygen, allowing us to make the most of even trace amounts in the environment. Because of these extraordinary traits, we naked mole rats are true masters of extreme survival. Whether above ground or below, we are nature's legends, worthy of the title Super Naked Mole Rats. Look at me. I'm covered in scratches, and some areas are even bleeding, yet I feel no pain at all. Even more amazing, these wounds will heal in just a few days, leaving almost no scars. This is one of our naked mole rats' incredible superpowers. Why can we naked mole rats do this? It all comes down to fascinating scientific adaptations. Immunity to pain. We are remarkably insensitive to pain, especially when it comes to skin reactions to certain stimuli, like acidic substances or capsaicin, the compound that makes chili peppers hot. This is because our nervous system lacks some key channels that other mammals use to sense pain. This feature allows us to focus on our work, digging tunnels, enduring soil friction, or dealing with minor conflicts without distraction. Rapid healing. Our skin heals incredibly quickly. The cells in our bodies have extraordinary repair capabilities, effectively fixing damage without leaving scars. Even more remarkable, our bodies don't trigger the typical inflammatory response during the healing process. This lack of inflammation speeds up recovery and prevents long-term damage. So, no need to worry about me. These wounds, though they may look alarming, are just small potatoes for us naked mole rats in a few days. I'll be back to my smooth pink self, full of energy and ready to continue exploring this amazing underground world. After the harrowing tunnel collapse, I bounce back to full energy the very next day and eagerly return to my digging and tunnel expansion lessons. As a future super naked mole rat, there are still so many skills I need to master. The schedule in our underground kingdom is packed with essential courses, and there's no time to waste. Here are some of the must-learn skills I'm looking forward to unlocking. Foraging and storage. I'll learn how to find plant roots and tubers, which are our primary food sources. Once gathered, I'll need to store them in our designated food chambers to ensure the colony's survival during lean times, cleaning and hygiene maintenance. Keeping the tunnels clean is critical. I'll be taught to remove waste soil and debris and manage the proper disposal of feces in specific areas. A clean nest reduces disease spread and keeps the environment healthy for everyone. Caring for the young. As a future adult naked mole rat, nurturing newborns will be one of my responsibilities. This includes cleaning, keeping them warm, feeding them, and eventually teaching them how to adapt to underground life. Each of these lessons is vital to my education and to the survival and growth of our family. Every skill contributes to the prosperity of our colony, and mastering them is a key part of my journey to adulthood. Meanwhile, playtime with my mole rat companions remains an essential aspect of my development. Through play, I strengthen bonds with my peers, hone teamwork skills, and learn how to respond to unexpected situations. Unstoppable superpower, ironclad defender. Today is a monumental day, my first birthday. This is not just a celebration of my birth, but also my coming-of-age ceremony, marking my official transition into adulthood and the beginning of my responsibilities in the family. My siblings, born on the same day, are just as thrilled, eagerly awaiting the Queen's appointment ceremony. We line up in order, hearts brimming with excitement, to receive the Queen's blessings and our official roles. Finally, it's my turn. When the Queen announces my role, I am overcome with pride and excitement. I have been appointed a soldier. As the strongest and largest naked mole rat of my cohort, I am entrusted with the critical duty of defending our home. From this day forward, I will serve as a trainee soldier, learning under the guidance of senior soldiers and mastering the three core responsibilities of my role: patrolling and sentry duty. I will regularly patrol our family's territory to ensure the safety of our nest. With my sharp sense of smell and acute hearing, I can quickly detect potential threats, whether they come from intruders or environmental changes. If I sense danger, I must immediately sound the alarm, alerting the entire colony to prepare for defense. Combat and defense. My job is not just to identify threat, but also to confront them head-on, whether driving away predators or protecting my family during emergencies. I must be brave and stand at the front line. My strong teeth and well-developed muscles will be my greatest weapons in battle: emergency evacuation leadership. In the face of tunnel collapses or other sudden disasters, I am responsible for guiding family members to safety. It is my duty to ensure that every naked mole rat, especially the Queen and the pups, can escape danger in time. This day marks the beginning of my journey as a guardian of the kingdom, and I couldn't be prouder. In the days that follow, the underground kingdom thrives in harmony. The nation prospers, the weather is favorable, and peace reigns. The Queen welcomes a new batch of pups, further strengthening the family's power. Together, we expand the underground palace with the efforts of all family members. As for me, a soldier, I patrol the outer tunnels of the nest day after day, staying vigilant for any sense vibrations, or strange sounds. That might threaten the family. Sometimes I dig at the edges of the nest or create noise to intimidate potential enemies. Today seems no different from any other day as I carry out my patrol duties. Everything appears calm and uneventful, but danger often strikes in the most tranquil moments. As I reach a remote tunnel, a strange smell fills the air, an unmistakable metallic stench laced with danger. I stop immediately, ears pricked, straining to detect the faintest vibration. Sure enough, a soft rustling sound comes from the tunnel ahead. The noise is low and deliberate, as if some massive creature is gliding through the earth. My body tenses instantly. That sound and scent are all too familiar. It's a snake, one of the naked mole rat's deadliest enemies. Snakes are silent, agile, and perfectly adapted to navigating narrow tunnels. They can slither through burrows effortlessly, lying in wait at corners to ambush unsuspecting prey. These natural predators excel in the underground world. For us naked mole rats to survive, we must rely on constant vigilance and unwavering solidarity. A soldier's duty, faced with such a formidable enemy. I am keenly aware of my responsibility. There is no room for hesitation, no turning back. I must act decisively. Sound the alarm. I will use rapid, urgent calls to alert the family, especially the workers and pups near the tunnel, urging them to retreat immediately to safety. Distract and delay. I must approach the snake, creating noise and vibrations to capture its attention and lure it away from the nest. Collaborate as a team. Once the family's soldiers assemble, I will join forces with them to fight back, using our strength and cunning to protect our home. This will be my first true test of life and death as a soldier. But I feel no fear. The tension in the tunnel is almost tangible, but my resolve grows stronger with every passing moment. Within minutes of sounding the alarm, other soldier rats gather swiftly from all directions at the point of invasion. Every soldier is on high alert, assuming a battle stance. They open their mouths wide, baring their large, sharp teeth to the snake ahead, hoping to intimidate it into retreating. But this tactic seems to have no effect. The snake doesn't stop. Instead, it picks up speed, slithering purposefully toward the heart of the nest. With the defensive line on the verge of collapse, the soldiers act without hesitation. They emit a unified signal and charge fearlessly at the intruder. The soldiers coordinate seamlessly, using their razor-sharp incisors to bite into the snake's scales, and their powerful forepaws to claw and dig relentlessly. They target the snake's vulnerable spots with precision. Wave after wave of attacks overwhelm the snake, forcing it into an unfamiliar and perilous position. In the cramped confines of the underground tunnel, the snake's agility is greatly hindered. The united and determined soldiers press their advantage, leaving the snake no room to maneuver. Finally, unable to withstand the relentless assault, the snake succumbs to the pressure and retreats, slithering away in defeat. And so, day after day, year after year, I carry out my duties, taking part in countless defensive battles, big and small, from fierce snakes to cunning weasels, and even sudden tunnel collapses. My comrades and I have repelled countless threats, safeguarding the peace of our family. Through these battles, I've experienced the joy of victory and the pain of loss. Did you know? We naked mole rats are immune to various cancers and rarely get sick. Even more astonishing, as we age, our physical abilities don't decline. This means I don't have to worry about retirement like you humans do. Throughout our 30-year lifespan, I can fight tirelessly until my final breath. Similarly, Our queen possesses extraordinary vitality, capable of producing new generations for the family until the very end of her life. What makes us naked mole rats so special? Cancer resistance. Our cells contain a unique, high molecular weight hyaluronic acid that prevents excessive cell proliferation, effectively stopping the formation of cancer cells. Studies have also revealed that our cellular metabolism is remarkably efficient, allowing us to repair damaged DNA quickly. This is one of the key reasons why we are nearly immune to cancer. The secret to delayed aging. It's as if our bodies possess a time-stopping feature. Aging has almost no effect on us. Whether it's our heart, muscles, or nervous system, they all continue to function efficiently, even in what humans would call old age. Our physical condition remains as robust as it was in our youth. A powerful immune system. Our immune system is incredibly strong, effectively defending us against external pathogens. Moreover, we are almost entirely unaffected by common age-related diseases, such as diabetes and cardiovascular conditions. These extraordinary traits make us one of nature's most remarkable creatures. As I said, I truly fought until my very last moment. Today marks my 30th birthday, a milestone of immense significance. It is not only a testament to my loyalty and contributions to the family, but also a celebration of my vitality and unyielding spirit. Yet, before there's time to honor this extraordinary day, the peace of the underground palace is shattered once more. Our old nemesis, the snake, strikes again. Over the years, this snake has grown more cunning and formidable through countless encounters with the naked mole rat family. It has learned to evade the watchful eyes of our soldiers and skillfully use the tunnel terrain to approach the heart of the nest. This time, its target is clear. It heads straight for the nursery where the pups are sheltered. At this critical moment, I step forward, throwing myself into its path to block its advance with my very body. My sacrifice buys precious time for the pups to be evacuated to safety. And this is me, Glory, the naked mole rat. This is my life, my journey, and my story. We naked mole rats primarily inhabit the arid grasslands of East Africa, including Kenya, Ethiopia, and Somalia. Our unique social structure and highly cooperative group living significantly enhance our survival and reproductive success. By residing in complex underground tunnel systems, we minimize direct contact with predators and humans, reducing the risks of predation and habitat destruction. These adaptations allow us to effectively respond to environmental changes, lowering our risk of extinction, which is why we are not classified as an endangered species. However, due to the remarkable 80% to 93% similarity between our DNA and that of humans, coupled with our unique biological traits, we hold great significance in human medical research. Studies on us have provided valuable insights into fields such as aging, cancer resistance, pain management, and hypoxia adaptation. These findings have opened up possibilities for the prevention and treatment of related diseases, perhaps in the near future, through deeper exploration of the naked mole rat's secrets. Scientists will unlock the mysteries of longevity and disease resistance. Who knows? You humans might one day transcend your biological limits and become the superhumans of the future. Questions. 1. Are naked mole rats actually mice? 2. Do naked mole rats have good eyesight to help them navigate in the dark? 3. Are naked mole rats cold-blooded like snakes? 4. Is it true that naked mole rats feel almost no pain? and have highly self-repairing skin cells. 5. Is the leader of a naked mole rat family called king? Answers. 1.no. Naked mole rats are not mice. Although their name includes rat, naked mole rats belong to the rodent order and the family Heterocephalide, which is distinctly different from true mice Miridae family. Naked mole rats are more closely related to moles and porcupines than to actual mice. 2.no. Naked mole rats have very poor eyesight, and they are almost blind. However, they don't rely on vision. Instead, they use their sense of touch, such as their sensitive whiskers, and smell to navigate the dark tunnels of their underground habitats. 3. Yes, naked mole rats are essentially cold-blooded, which is a highly unusual trait for mammals. Unlike most mammals that are warm-blooded, naked mole rats regulate their body temperature by changing their environment, such as huddling with others or moving to warmer or cooler areas in their tunnels. 4. Yes, this is true. Naked mole rats lack certain substances in their nervous system that are related to pain perception, making them insensitive to certain types of pain, such as acidic or irritating stimuli. Moreover, their skin cells have powerful repair mechanisms and are highly resistant to cancer, which has been a key focus of scientific research. 5. No, that's incorrect. Naked mole rat colonies are matriarchal, and their highest leader is the queen. The queen is the only individual responsible for reproduction and maintains order, and the colony's social structure through her behavior and chemical signals. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.